On the 9th of August 1956, women from all parts of the country, an estimate of 10,000 to 20,000, came together to march all the way to Pretoria Union buildings with petitions in their hands demanding past laws to be abolished. Led by Rahima Musa, Helen Joseph, Lillian Ngoyi, and Sophia Williams. In many ways, the phrase Watinta Bafadi Watintim Bokoto is a story that continues every day. It represents the courage, resilience, and strength within the women of South Africa, a symbol that women are a weapon that is to be feared. Various figures are an example, such as Winnie Madikizela Mandela, a political figure that radicalized the nation, fighting against apartheid, or the different women in townships and rural areas taking care of their homes. However, we seem to forget outside of the courage and resilience lies the aspect of vulnerability, softness. Msusukadzi means woman, and I was named after my maternal grandmother. 1, 2, 3. Hi guys, my name is Timela Ramba, and this is my documentary interview. My maternal lineage has always played an important role in the development of a household, and the idea that married women should strengthen a surname. Their generation emphasizes on the whole idea that a girl should do this and a girl should do that, and I think that patriarchal idea is still something they carry within themselves. I have multiple maternal figures, which are my paternal grandmothers, Yvonne and Rina Rachaka, my great grandmother, Keledi Rachaka, and my late maternal grandmother, Msutukazi Rambao. And if I were to describe them as a collective, I would say that they're really headstrong, confident, and strict. My great grandmother was born on the 14th of December 1930. She is one of 11 siblings, and due to the Group Areas Act of 1950, she moved to Vlakfontein, which is now called Mamelodi. She has built a home that I currently live in as well, and she was one of the first black women to drive and own a car in Mamelodi. The part of my mom's story that I carry with me the most and all around is just being courageous, man. Hi guys, my name is Kalalela Makobe and I'm a third-year student. This is my documentary interview. I feel like with having courage and confidence in yourself, it can take you so far and it can keep you going. And going into places where I'm told you're not supposed to be there. You know, just thinking of my mom in the back of my mind saying, oh, be strong, just be courageous, just do you, is what keeps me going, and that's something that I carry in my life. My maternal figure is my mother, Petunia Makobe. That's the woman who raised me. She's a very strong black woman who has taught me so much. I'd describe her as someone who's very determined. Like, everything that she thinks of, she makes sure that she brings action to it. Aside from her being my mother, she's actually also a pastor and a lecturer. How fun! So yeah, she's a very strong and respected woman in the community. I'll tell you that. They know her and she represents the community very well, and she makes sure that everyone is cared for, everyone has respect, everyone is being catered to, and I see her as the light of a community sometimes. And I'm glad she gave me the name Lesedi, because now I feel like I'm also the light of the community at times. So yeah, my mom is a pastor and a lecturer, so that's who she is when she's not my mother.
Can you see my eyes? My eyes. Hey everyone, my name is Lesedi Balasamokhonari and this is my documentary interview. So, my maternal figure has to be my mother, Malishani Madeline Queen Siani. What a character that woman was. Oh, jeez.
She had a strong character. Hi, my name is Mimi Seane.
She was the kind of woman that always made sure she could take care of everyone first before herself. Everyone, including her kids, her family, random people on the streets. And she was always very much a big community member. Someone that is always people first, people centric.
Yo, that one, she was too much. Yeah, she was a giving person. If you come to her and say, hey, don't have 20 rand, please borrow me. Yeah, she will give it to you, but she will tell you, Bona, I'm not a blesser. You need to stand up and do your own thing.
Her ability to take care of everybody, I think that is her biggest part of who she was, and I carry it with me every single day and everywhere I go. Like, I am there for my people that I really care about, and my mother was the exact same.
My name is Naledi Slepe. I am born and bred in Limpopo, Polokwane. 24 years of age, and I go by the pronouns she, her. The women in my family had to sacrifice a lot, and I think that goes to probably every other black woman that existed in the era of apartheid. There were limited resources, restricted movements. They had to hold homes, the kids, be emotional ecosystems, and I've seen what that has done to them. It's not that they did it because they wanted to, but because also we couldn't have present fathers and grandfathers at the time. They had to go out and look for work. So our mothers actually had to carry everyone and everything, but not themselves. My personal power is in the decisions that I make, the kindness and the grace that I give to myself and how I show up, right? It's in how I'm able to bounce back from the negative experiences that somewhat had the potential to break me. The world has always expects black women to show up as strong and bold, and never to feel or to be soft, because softness is equated to being weak. So I've always made it a point that in my softness, I show that it's actually what gives me strength to move forward.
My name is Vuyiswa Changela. I am 43 years old, and my hometown is the Eastern Cape. I think what apartheid did to the women in my family, in terms of observation, what I observed, like I said, my mom was very determined, organized, determined. Like when I saw her, I saw a person that made things happen. She would have problems time and again in terms of work. She was a caregiver at an old age home. So there were riots, and at times she couldn't get to work as easily as she'd like to get to work. She'd make a way, find a way around that. And my grandmother as well. There were people who would get up, make things happen, go to work, come back, and they just get on with the program. What fighting for women's rights looks like today for me personally is, first and foremost, when a woman can address issues openly in the workspace, that look, I'm feeling disrespected. I will not tolerate disrespect from my colleagues, male or female, or whatever the story is. And empowering other women. When a woman comes up to you and says, I'm struggling with this, you help them, so that because when you by helping somebody else, it means we win together as a collective.
Black women today have been given the opportunity to take up space and find themselves outside of the boxes that their mothers and grandmothers were placed in. In a way, we still face the same struggles as our maternal figures, such as the battle of identity and the weight of vulnerability. Nonetheless, we still have community and access to unlearn silence and to unlearn shame. Being a woman in South Africa means living in a state of having to negotiate your safety, navigating the current uncomfortable reality of gender-based violence. Yet here we are, insisting to be seen and reshaping what it means to be free. Ke tsela ya Bosadi.